To get coins to get you started for sniping or to build your God Squad, use code FRIENDLY at coinbankut.com for 15% off your order. What's up YouTube? I'm back with another video for you guys. We got another sniping series video, and today, we didn't really get like content as in cards content, but they did add squads limit time event. So if you guys haven't already seen that, hopefully you guys get a chance to play it, because I believe if you get like 10 wins, you get a Nat Team of the Year player. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So you got to get a buddy with you to play that, because I'm pretty sure it's a 2v2. But yeah, besides that, today I'm just gonna use whatever filter I want. I'm just gonna use any filter that I could think of. I have a little bit more time than yesterday, but I don't know if I have more patience than the past couple of days, because I'm kind of starting to get bored. Not really, because these filters are still working great, but I'm starting to get a little bit bored because I'm having to use the same filters because we haven't really gotten any new cards, or the market isn't really changing. So it's fine for today. Tomorrow we're gonna get limited time cards, hopefully. At least I don't think we're gonna not get any, but once we get that tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna end up sniping some higher overalls, because people are gonna open a lot of packs. I usually open packs too. I've been spending way too many coins on packs like every week. But yeah, besides that, on to today's sniping portion. I'm probably gonna start off with just sniping 86 to 87s, and then I'm probably gonna snipe the higher overalls too. And then maybe if I don't really find anything in higher overalls, then I'll probably just switch to the elite team by team. But I don't know, I'm just gonna end up using all of them, and I'm probably gonna snipe for about an hour, probably like on and off. I don't know if I could just stand sitting here for an hour and picking up basically the same cards I've been picking up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Besides that, guys, I don't think we're getting anything this Friday. At least they haven't announced anything. If we somehow get a promo, then if there is gonna be a Pro Bowl promo, then it's gonna be after the Pro Bowl, so after Sunday. So hopefully we get one, because we've been lacking a promo. But they're probably gonna come out with the Pro Bowl promo, and then right after probably the Super Bowl promo. At least I hope they do come out with both the promos, which would be absolutely great, because we're gonna get a lot of cards on the auction house, with the Super Bowl legends and all that. But yeah, hopefully we get something new. But besides that, let's just get on to the sniping now. Alright guys, so I actually started off with the 86 to 87 overall filter, but I wasn't on it too long. You can see we did pick up this chuck right here, but basically right after this I switched to the higher overall sniping filter that I've showed you guys a lot about. Just putting in a letter that you can see 59 minutes on for most of the overalls. So in this case, I used a bunch of letters. Actually, you'll see a bunch of different letters, because this is probably the filter that I stuck on probably most of the time. Like I never went back to the 86 to 87 overall filter, because some of the letters that I was using in this, you'll see later on, we pick up a lot of 86s from it. So I didn't really need to go on the 86 to 87 overall filter. But later on, I think like the last 7 to 8 snipes are actually from the elite team by team filter, where we actually picked up some high overalls. So if you guys were kind of doubting me, because I didn't really usually whenever I did the elite team by team filter for a video, I never really got any higher overall snipes. But you'll see later on, I do pick up some in this video. So yeah, right here we're just going through overalls, just picking up we're actually picking up a couple 86s here. Like we pick up a couple in a row. But yeah, today was actually pretty successful. I made close to probably even over 100k easily. But since some of the cards were higher overalls, like this Odell for instance, actually he sold pretty quickly he wasn't really an issue. But some of the other cards that we pick up later on, those they're gonna take a lot longer to sell. So you know, I it will take longer, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to make the profit that I really want to, and it'll be really easy to use these filters because once content, hopefully it's on its way. So if you do get it next week, this filter, the higher overall filter with the letters and just going through overalls, it could actually be really, really good. Which I didn't really try this filter out when the team of the year promo was out. Well, team of the year promo was basically out for a day, but I didn't really use this filter. What was the last promo that we had? Zero Chill. Didn't really use this filter because Zero Chill was just a money making mine with its own filters. But this Juju, actually, I picked up basically right after that Odell. Like, I posted that Odell up, backed out. I was on my phone for like a couple of seconds, and then I switched to 9091 and we picked up that Juju. So that was pretty great. Right here, you saw there were 3 86s or 86 87s, and we get all of them. So you could see, put up the first one, the Juju just sold. I believe that was Juju. Then we back out. You see, we pick up the Darrell Williams, and quickly put up him too. But I could have done it to where I just picked one up, just left it in my binder later, and then went back and posted up later just so I can get all 3 of them. But I was kind of sure that I wasn't really gonna lose all 3 of them, but I was sure I could at least get 2. That's all that I had in mind. So it was great that we got all 3. Made about like 6K off of those 3 alone. So it was pretty great. Then this Darius Leonard, I kind of knew he was a snipe because I've seen him sell for 65, 70K a bunch of times. But I just wanted to make sure, so I did go on Colts really quickly to check that he is the cheapest one and his price didn't really go down. So he didn't really go down right here. I'm just checking my head, seeing if I could overprice him a little, because I do that with a lot of cards. Like, I don't post them up for the cheapest, which you shouldn't either. If sometimes you'll be able to, if you just post them up for 8 hours and post it up for a little bit more, or what the Mudhead price says, you'll be able to make some extra coins, especially with higher overalls. Like lower overalls, I know we already overpriced them. Like 86s, it's really easy to overprice them, but you could overprice the higher overalls too. Like Darius Leonard, I believe there was one cheaper than this one, and I still ended up putting it up for 67K just because I knew it could easily sell. Right here, Dawson, really, really good snipe. I mean, not too great because it was only about like a 10K snipe, I believe, but it was still pretty good. This one, I actually ended up posting it up for a lot more because of his Mudhead price. I believe there were 2 cheaper. There was one up for like 134, 135K, and another one was up for like 148K, but both of them were posted in the last like 5 minutes. So I just ended up posting mine up for 156 because that's what he was basically going for on Mudhead. So right here, this is where I switched to the elite team by team. You saw we picked up a couple of lower overalls. Here's another one, Jordan Howard. But I sniped for basically like an hour. I would probably say just a little bit more, probably like an hour, 10 minutes at max. And like I said before, made about 100K. Could have been a lot better because I had a couple of like dry spells where I didn't get a snipe for like 5-7 minutes. But there were some points where we got a lot of them. Right here, this Emmanuel Sanders, I thought he was a good snipe. I thought, these team of the weeks were still going for about like 150, 155K because I didn't really check their price the past 2-3 days. But I guess they dropped to about 145K. So I just broke even on that. Literally did not lose a single coin. Probably made like 100, 200 coins. So like nothing too great, but we didn't lose out or anything. So it was still pretty good. This Brent Grimes was actually a pretty decent snipe, 7-8K. You can see these are some higher overalls that I'm talking about. Larry Allen, this is another example of kind of overpricing your higher overall cards because you saw there were 2 cheaper. I believe I put him up for a lot more than the 143K too. I believe I put him up for around 150K. But yeah, take advantage of Muhead because you could easily sell these for a lot more. You just gotta have a little more patience because you don't need the coins right away unless you like really want to buy a card right at that instant. Like you could wait like 1-2 hours and then pick up that card. You might even be able to find it for cheaper. So being patient and selling these cards, they could really help you make some extra coins. But that this Julian Edelman is the second to last snipe, and this Desmond Trufant another example of finding a higher overall with this elite team by team. This is the final snipe, and I am gonna end it here because most of these higher overalls that I am putting up for 8 hours haven't really sold yet, and most of the lower overalls you guys already know those will definitely sell. So yeah, I am gonna outro the video right here. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Let's try to get to the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out.